James Helder, IFL TV, MTK Global. I'm in Miguel's gym today in Brixton. With me, I've got the WBO Super Bantamweight Champion of the world, none other than Isaac Dogboe. Firstly, great to get you on the channel. Great to see you. How are you keeping?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm alright. It's been quite an interesting journey, the journey of Isaac Dogboe, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I'm sure you've also witnessed it. Witnessed it before. As a young, up and coming boxer, you saw me here in Miguel's gym a few years back, and a few years down the line, we're holding a world title.
I was actually watching that video the other day. Someone sent me it and goes, Dogboe's a little cameo in this video of Miguel's gym with Ian Lewis on a gym tour, which you can see on IFL TV. So it's been quite interesting, that journey. Fill in the blanks then. What's been happening since we've last seen you last?
I think the last time you saw me, I think it was after the Olympics, somewhere after 2012 Olympic Games.
Yeah.
And I was here, we're training. I think I just turned pro, because I turned pro in 2013. And yeah. I don't even know.
It's been quite a strange one, because when you turned over, no doubt there was offers, but no doubt you found it hard to settle. There wasn't the right promotional team to work with. There wasn't opportunity here. How did that sort of work?
No, we actually wanted to move to California so bad. So the management, when I was signed with the management team, they moved me to California, and I was there for a few years. I had about 5 or 7 fights over there before my grandfather passing away, and then went to Ghana, and then kind of like reshaped the how boxing was in Ghana. I had one fight, and then it turned out I fought for the BBO Africa, then put me into the world rankings. Yeah.
Looking at your box rec, you've boxed all over the world. You've boxed in Ghana, you've boxed in the States, you've boxed here against Andy Harris early on in your career.
Belfast, yeah.
In Belfast.
Yeah.
I mean, is that the plan now? You've got the WBO world title to go and showcase your talent around the world, or are you looking to base yourself sort of, say, with Top Rank out in America solely?
Excuse me. The plan was, my father said to me that we have to actually test the waters. He says if you want to be the best, you have to be able to fight anywhere. You have to be that sort of a fighter where you're willing to go anywhere, to any territory to fight. You need to prove yourself. So when the time comes and you're a world champion, it'll be difficult for anyone to take it from you. We believe that was a hard bit, and we've already done that, and now we are world champions. We're back to settle, just to take. Now we know when we're going to fight. We know we know how to plan, and also start go back to uni. And yeah, it's just right now we feel a little bit of relief, but the hard work still continues.
You went into the fight with Jesse Magdaleno, who's 25-0 before the fight, as a huge underdog. Not many people gave you a chance going into that fight. Do you feel that underdog, being the underdog, spurred you on? That pressure gave you a little bit more?
Honestly, every time we step into a fight, we always see ourselves as the underdog. Whether in Ghana or whether any part of the world, even if we have the whole crowd backing us, we have to fight like an underdog. So when people were, doubting me, giving all the credit to Jesse Magdaleno, saying he was quick, he's much more experienced, he's this, he's that, it didn't really bother us, So all we had to do was, we had a plan, we're going to execute the plan, we're going to win that title.
You've done things the hard way. Every fight you've faced so far, you've been written off before the fight.
50-50, yeah.
50-50 fights, very hard fights. Now you've got the deal with Top Rank. Are they going to put their backing behind you as a Top Rank fighter?
Well, like I was telling you earlier on, now I'm with Top Rank and Rising Star Africa Promotions. So these two promotional companies, they are at this moment leading the course. So in August I have my first defense, and then from then on we're looking forward to unifying the division with any of the major title organizations.
And in between that, you're planning to go back to university?
Yeah, September.
Wow. Hard work and dedication epitomised. When you sort of made the decision to base yourself out in the States, was there any guarantee of getting fights with Top Rank, or did you go out there solely on the basis of seeing what would happen?
We went out there knowing that once we prove ourselves, they're gonna come. You know, it was just a matter of time. You know, we just had to fight anyone they put in front of us. I went there, and the first person they put in front of me, you know, went to the beautiful place in San Diego. You know, see this Mexican guy, and you know, had a beard. You know, and he had plaited the beard like this way long. You know, just look at it, just went like, whoa, damn. You know, but yeah, all that experience, it was great. You know, paid off. I had a chance to spar with the likes of Leo Santa Cruz, Oscar Escandon, Oscar Negrete, even Chris Avalos. So the people, they already knew who we were. It was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of building the record. You know, my father used to tell me all the time that, look, you're ready for a world title, but you just have to make the numbers.
Where does the moniker Royal Storm come from? What's the background of that name? Has it got any significant meaning to yourself?
Well, you know, the Royal Storm, the royal comes with our royal heritage. You know, I come from the royal, one of the royal families in Ghana, Togbi Badu, royal house at Anyakopota in the Volta region, the Volta part of Ghana. And the storm is, we team that we're taking the world by storm. You know, like you said, the world they took us as the underdog, and we took them by surprise. And that's how, you know, that's how the Royal Storm, our interpretation. Yeah.
Are you looking to do positive things back home in Ghana? Are you looking to help shape the future of boxing, Ghanaian boxing, and help promote the younger youth in Ghana? How does that all sort of work?
You know, we're looking forward to doing that globally. You know, at this minute, you know, like I was telling you earlier, we have reshaped, you know, the state of boxing in Africa, Ghana in particular. Like I was saying, when we first stepped foot in Ghana, back in 2015, BoxRec were not recognizing Ghanaian any fights that goes on in Ghana. So with the help of our links, you know, and my father and I are opening a promotional company, starting operating from that promotional company, Rising Star Africa Promotions. You know, we're able to, you know, reshape the state of Ghana boxing. You know, so right now we've changed the mindset of the people. We've made them understand that boxing isn't a sport that is for only the people who are dropouts or, you know, that sort of thing. But boxing is a global sport that anyone can be part of. You have doctors who are professional boxers. You have accountants. You have, you know people. You get what I'm trying to say. So we've changed the mindset. And right now, when we are fighting, we've captured the hearts and the imaginations of everyone. We have ex-presidents, you know, coming to ringside. We have ministers coming on the ringside. We have kings and queens, you know, coming ringside to watch boxing. People staying up, you know. So right now, we're coming back here, you know, to restart again, to make the division exciting. You know, at this moment, we know that most of the world champions in my weight division, they'll be thinking about, who is this kid? You know, he just, you know, sprang onto the scene. And, you know, like we said, every time they hear of our name, we put shivers in their spine. And hopefully, once we start calling them out, they'll step up to the plate.
If you had the chance of unifying, of a unification fight, what champion would you like to unify against?
Any of them, you know, from the BBC, IBF, WBA. Already, before I became the WBO world champion, we approached Ray Vargas. He's a WBC world champion. They turned us down. So hopefully, now I'm holding a strap. So when we call them, we're hoping that they also step up to the plate. You know, we have to make the division exciting. You know, because that's what the fans want to see. They want to see great fight. They want to see the best fight the best. They want to see champions fight champions. You know, and then at the end of the day, our names will also go in the history books.
How much credit do you give to your dad, Paul, for where you are now, for the emergence of yourself, for your career, for the right path that you've taken? How much respect and credit do you attain to the job that he's done? You
know, if it was up to me alone, I would say he's the one. He deserves the world title because he has been my backbone. You know, ever since I started. From the amateurs, he's been my trainer. He's been everything, from then until now, and he continues to work behind the scenes. Sometimes you don't see him a lot, you know, because that's the sort of person he kind of like, you know what, you are the boxer, So he's supporting you, working so hard in the back, you know, in the background. But look, I owe him a lot, and I don't even know how to express it. But yeah, he's done great, and I hope that one day his name will go in the coaches Hall of Fame. You know, as a great coach, and you know the world will start respecting him as a Hall of Fame coach.
Watching him train you as a boy, I thought his methods were quite extreme, to say the least. He was very intense and very disciplinarian like in his training, but it's obviously paid dividends in the end, hasn't it?
Exactly. You know, when you have someone, you know, everybody. I keep saying that everyone needs a Paul Dogboe in their life. You know, every boxer at some point. You know, because you know, you have to be he's got a term that he says you have to be structured and regimented, you know.
So cruel to be kind, if you like.
That sort of way. But then you have to understand, boxing, what he says is boxing isn't a game isn't like tennis, you know, where you can just do anything. Boxing is a dangerous sport. So when you're doing it, it's either you do it the hard way or you don't do it at all. Those were his words to me when I first started boxing. And it's paid off, you know. There's a lot of sacrifice. I'm not the only one sacrificing. He's all sacrificed because we've left our families there, and we are traveling around the world, you know, doing this, facing all the challenges and everything. You know, people are bashing him, but still, you know, he's still on his feet, and he just keeps us going. It motivates us, you know. I gather inspiration from him because the amount of people that are trying to you know, take me away from him, and still he's standing. You know, it shows that he's a man of, you know, it's a man of great strength.
How nice is it from your point of view to get people like Carl Frampton, a former super bantamweight world champion, paying praise and homage to yourself, respecting your achievements and your attitude and love for the sport?
You know, Carl Frampton is a great friend. You know, ever since when I was just in amateurs, you know, I used to go and spar with him. You know, I love Carl. You know, he's a great guy. You know, he's always had great things to say about me, and I always looked up to him. You know, and he's done great for the sports, and now he's bounced back from, you know, his fight against Santa Cruz, and I know that Windsor. I know he's going to fight in Windsor.
Windsor Park.
Yeah, Windsor Park. So, yeah, it's going to be a great fight, and I know he's also going to go down as one of the greatest fighters to ever come out of, you know, England.
Would you like to see him in the ring with Josh Warrington? Do you think that's a fight that will happen?
I think you smash Josh Warrington, you know, honestly, because I think this guy beat Josh Warrington. Ryan, is it Ryan?
He beat Lee Selby for the title.
Yeah, he beat Lee Selby for the title. But look, Frampton is it's on a different level. You know, Frampton's on a different level. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the best has to fight the best. So that fight should happen, and we'll see who the best out of the two is. You know, so it'll be a great fight.
This weekend, Tyson Fury makes his long-awaited return. We're all excited to see him back in the ring. From a boxing and a fan's point of view, excited to see Tyson Fury back?
Of course. You know, someone that has held all the major titles at one point, you know, he's returning. You know, he's done great for the sports. He's done great for the sport, and we can't wait. We have to see. I mean, the heavyweight division now is buzzing. So if Tyson Fury coming back onto the scene, you know, it's gonna be great. You know, everyone is gonna be on their toes. You know, once again, you have the giants coming back in boxing. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
What's Bob Arum like? Have you had a chance to spend time with him one-on-one or around the team and stuff? What's he like?
You know, you know those grandfathers that they're just so calm. You know, it's like he's nice. I mean, I don't even know. It's just have that kind of like family sort of relationship. Yeah, you know, after the fight, he just came up, just kissed me on my cheek, and then just hugged me. And it's like, oh, look, in the hotel, you know, I don't know, man, it's just so nice. It's like a family, you know. Yeah, that's how I feel, you know.
Do you feel they respect you more because you've earned your stripes? The fights that they've given you have all been 50-50. They've been hard fights. They haven't fed you any opponents to build your name up. You've actually gone there and taken a spot rather than being given it. Do you feel they respect you because of that?
Yeah, I think the respect is there. because they've seen the work that we're putting in, especially before they came on board. They've seen the work that Rising South Africa Promotions have done with me. You know, so now that the two companies have merged, have partners to partnered to promote me, to co-promote. I think, yeah, the respect is there, and it's just something that we just have to keep on improving, you know, because they know that if you have to be a big name in boxing, you have to fight the best out there. And most of my fights that I've had, it's always 50-50, like you said. And now they see that they said they have a gem in me. So yeah, it's just from now just onwards and upwards.
How confident are you that come the end of 2018 that you'll still be in possession of this beautiful WBO Super Bantamweight World title?
You know, I'm very confident because this is mine. Look, Isaac Dogboe, champion, junior featherweight, 122 pounds. Yeah, this is mine now. I'm keeping it forever until I'm ready to release it. You know, I just can't wait. Like I said, just looking forward to adding more straps to it, and yeah,
Still,
just move up to the featherweight division, and you know, from there just go there and then smash everyone in the featherweight division, and then move up. You know, just keep.
This is what I was going to come
climbing.
into. You're only 23 years of age. Do you see yourself then not as a career sort of 122? You see yourself going up in the future to featherweight and
Of
beyond?
course, I see myself going up to like 7 divisions. You know, 7 weight divisions. You know, I'm being totally honest with you because look, 23 years old, super bantamweight. Yeah, okay, super bantamweight, featherweight, super feather, lightweight, light water, waterweight, and junior middle. Look, do you know what I walk around in? Look, I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. But look, you see, everything, there's a plan behind it. You know, like I said, you know, my father. That's why I'm very happy to have my father with me, because you have to. He always has to make sure that I'm on a strict diet. Otherwise, man, before you see me, I'm looking like a heavyweight already. You know, so yeah, we believe that everything, there's a plan behind it, and we just have to. It's a gradual process. You know, so now we're looking forward to unifying this division, and then we'll move up to the featherweight division. Then, you know, from there I'm just gonna go. Because if you are champion and move up, automatically become mandatory. So when I move up weight, I'm gonna take Oscar Valdez's belt, you know, and become the new featherweight champion. And then from there, you start calling out those champions, you know. Because
I don't know what's happened since you've been away, but your confidence seems to really have gone down. You're not as confident as you was before in the past.
You think so? unless there's a fight coming up, you know. Right now we just toned down a little bit. You know, just letting them know that look, we are around. Yeah. You know, if you are too confident, you scare the champions. So you have to cool it down so that, you know, they don't get scared.
I get that. Who's going to be the first defence?
They gave us a name. But it's not official just yet,
okay,
so we're just gonna, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we've covered enough for today. It's great to get you back on the channel. No doubt you're glad to be back in Brixton, to have some Brixton cuisine as well back in your life. What was the food like in sort of the States in comparison to South London?
Ah man, there's nothing better than home, you know. Coming back and when you smell the jerk chicken, bro. Look, when you're there. I don't know, the chicken and chips is not the same as the chicken and chips in Brixton, you know. So yeah, sometimes you be walking by, and just feel that, you know, finish the aroma just like kind of like pulling you forward, like just going forward, like just think to yourself like, man, I miss home. But yeah, it's great.
Good to have you back in the UK. We look forward to some news regarding what's going on for your first defence, and we'll catch you again soon. Thank you very much.
Most definitely.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Boom.